Hi ladies, I'm back today with part 2 of the baby's dress for Christmas. And as you can see, I am in the daylight, so the color looks much better for the babies. So right here we're looking at Sugar Lump, and she was made by my best friend Casey, and this is one of her first babies that she made, and look what a beautiful job she did. Miss Little Sugar Lump is an ethnic baby, and she's a Bountiful Baby sculpt. And you can see a little tongue sticking out and beautiful green eyes. And her husband actually rooted her beautiful hair. And she's got her pigtail going. So she is wearing, and here's her brush because I just did their hair. Sorry. She is wearing a white sleeper with pink and I guess maybe snow ladies, I'm not sure. Snowmen and snow ladies on it. You can see it's real soft. And she wears newborn and some bigger preemie, but that's a newborn she's wearing. So there's that pretty girl, Sugar Lump. And this baby is very special to me. This is the Levi sculpt, and I named him Valentine. He is just a beautiful sculpt, and I just mentioned my best friend Casey. Me and her made this baby together, and he turned out so beautiful, I think. We painted him together. She painted about half of him on him, and then she sent him to me, and I painted the other half. So he came out really pretty, I think. I think he's a beautiful boy. He came out really beautiful. So this is Valentine, and he is wearing a velour sleeper. And a lot of these clothes you're going to see are vintage clothes. This is a vintage sleeper, I believe. It's a velour sleeper with green and red stripes. And he's sleeping there with his sissy, with his little legs all curled up. And I do think he's a beautiful boy. Me and Casey ought to go into business together and sell, or we both paint babies, but we ought to paint them together and sell them together. So there is Sugar Lump and Valentine, two beautiful babies, so happy for Christmas. And look at Sugar Lump's green eyes. I love her green eyes. So we're going to move on. And here is Sebastian. I showed him, I guess it's been some videos back, and I told you the story about him. He is a elf sculpt. He is the Ira elf sculpt. And he was repainted by me. He was originally painted by a very talented artist named Mr. Aguilera. But I had an accident and had to totally strip his head, so I repainted him myself. And I gave him some extra veining in his head. And he is painted to look human. He has beautiful, can you see that? He has beautiful green, deep green eyes. Hazel. He always looking sad. And he is a sold out sculpt by Corolla. I cannot say her last name, so I'm not going to attempt it. I don't want to butcher it. And see how I did his extra veining in the front of his head? I really like that. So he's a beautiful boy. And he is wearing, he's newborn size. He is wearing a soft sleeper with all kinds of snowflakes, blue and gray snowflakes all over it. And one of my favorite things about him, besides he always looks sad, like he's going to cry, I love this hand. I mentioned that last time, his little hand reaching out. Beautiful hands. So there's Sebastian. He's a handsome boy, but he always looks so sad. And look at his ears. Look how beautifully sculpted his ears are. Can you see that? The beautiful ears. And over here is my big Sid. I call him my big Sydney, or my big Sid. He is made after my son when he was 2 years old, and I did paint him. He is a retired, I think it's Annie, called Annie, Bountiful Baby toddler. And he's made to look like my son. My son had black ringlets all over his head when he was 2 years old. Looked much like this sculpt, so that's why I picked him. The only difference is my son has darker brown eyes than that, and he has long eyelashes. So I do want to possibly one day switch his eyes to darker and to put some big eyelashes on him. And he's just wearing a red Christmas sleeper, and it says "Let It Snow" on the front. And he has, over here it's hiding, but he has the snowman over here on the side. So there's Big Sid. I call him Big Sid. He's about 25 inches. And I do have a nice curly wig on him. And I love to have Reborns made after my son at all ages. or several ages, I guess, not all ages. I have a newborn size, I have this toddler size, and I have another one. He's not that big, but he does look like my son as he got older, so you're going to see him in just a minute. So this is Big Sid. I call this Big Sid. This baby Big Sid. So there he is. Next to him is one of my Saskias. I have 4 Saskias. You can tell I'm a little bit obsessed with the Saskia sculpt. She's my favorite sculpt. And I just did her hair, so it looks a little wet, because it is wet or damp. Put her pigtails, redid her pigtails. I did not paint her originally. I did kind of I painted, she was painted lightly, so I did add a little bit to her. And she's got beautiful light skin tone. I pierced her ears, though. And she's got beautiful ice blue eyes and, like I said, a light pinky skin tone. And she was made originally by an unknown artist off eBay. And I got her for a great deal. She has human hair, rooted hair, which I love that about her. And this is, hold on, I got Bella. Her name is Bella. She's named after my niece, Bella. She favors her some, so that's why I named her Bella. She's a gorgeous girl, and she is wearing a vintage dress. It's another velour type material here. It's red, the red velour type. And then she's got the lace neck with the rose in the middle. And then she's got lace on the bottom, white lace. She's got her white shoes on. So there's Miss Bella. Over here is, remember I mentioned I have a couple Reborns that are made after my son. This was made by this baby was made by Kinderland Dolls. She is on eBay. Believe she's still on eBay, yes. And she makes beautiful dolls, especially for children. She makes nice, affordable dolls. And this one looks a lot like my son as he got older. A little mischievous face there. He's got the dark brown eyes. And his hair's got wave. My son's hair actually is very curly when it gets longer. So as soon as it starts getting just a tad bit longer, it starts that wave and curl. And he is a Apple Valley sculpt. So he's the harder vinyl, but he, like I said, he reminds me a lot of my son. So this is Spirit Dancer. As an older baby, I have 2 Spirit Dancers, and then I have Spirit Dancer as a newborn. You'll see him coming probably next video maybe. So there he is. He's wearing a vintage outfit also. This is a very neat outfit. It's a red sleeper with a big fluffy Santa Claus on the front, and then it's got green polka dots on the feet and around the neck and arm and the sleeves. And in the back, it actually buttons up like a I don't know if you remember how to explain this, but like the old long johns that button in the back. Anyway, that's how it's made in the back. It buttons up in the back. So there he is. And last but not least, this is Georgina, and I'm glad she's in this light because you actually see her eyes better. She has got a beautiful dark skin tone, but she doesn't always come up very good in the light just because she's so dark. But today she's coming up really pretty in the light, and you can see her beautiful colors. She has dark blue eyes. You can see that. She's got dark blue eyes. And the only thing that I did for her was I did add... her neck's bothering me. I hate that when their neck cloth's showing. Oh! And see, this is a vintage also, and its button is loose or missing up here, so I had to just leave it like that. I did adopt her from Miss Iris Johnson. She's beautiful. And she has painted hair, but it's so dark it doesn't even show up hardly. But she's wearing a vintage outfit. So I think I got this last year. And it's got the holly leaves on the top, on the Peter Pan collar. And then you can see it's, I can't remember what that's called, but when it goes across the chest like that, not embroidered, but it's called something else. Y'all ladies would know. And on the bottom, it is embroidered. Look at those beautiful Christmas flowers all across the bottom. And it buttons up in the front. So there's all the babies. I can't get them all in one shot, so I'll go back over real quick. Georgina, Spirit Dancer, Bella, Big Sid, Sebastian, and in the top, the little girl is Sugar Lump, and Valentine, her brother, sitting beside her. I appreciate each and every one of you. I hope you're having a wonderful Christmas week, holiday week, and I will be back tomorrow with another video of some more babies. So at least going to have 2 more videos showing the rest of my babies dressed for Christmas. This is their big thing they look forward to all Christmas, to get dressed up for their aunties and show y'all their outfits. So like I said, I'll be back tomorrow with another video of more babies. Stay safe, stay blessed, and I appreciate each and every one of you.